you ever read The Punisher?
Yeah.
Remember when they did War Journal? It was just an offshoot of like 3 or 4 issues every once in a while where it'd be like him going through his gun vault and showing you all his cool shit. Hello? Feminism.
Yeah, but it's our show, so we can get away with it.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. President Obama is the ex-president.
Welcome to Two Gaming Dudes.
Hey, click subscribe right now. Take a second and click subscribe, because you might not want to afterwards.
Oh, and you know what? Click like, because I just found out that our show
definitely won't.
Well, I found out our show kind of gets suppressed a bit in the whole, like, YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, we know that.
Because we swear a lot.
Oh.
We say bad words.
Yeah.
And that apparently makes YouTube gods angry, so...
Okay, well, we'll be
So
careful
like
this time.
like this shit.
I still love this show. We are in the minority. That's very clear.
I don't know how much of the minority we're actually in.
No.
I have something to say, though. I was wrong. And I'm willing to admit it. I'm man enough to admit when I've made a mistake. Back when we first reviewed this, back at episode 1, and I was really upset because I didn't like the direction it was going. I didn't like some things, so I kind of shit on it a bit. After this recent episode, I would actually like to take that back. I like the first episode much more now after having seen this episode. Because I'll be damned if it isn't actually coming full circle. I was not expecting that in this series.
They took the long road to get there.
Yes, they did. I guess I was expecting something a lot more shallow with this series, and it kind of still is, but that was well done. I really like this episode a lot.
Where you finally see her for real anger.
Yes.
Show me that rage that you were talking about.
Yes, and I'll be damned, there it was, and it was brilliant. So, in this episode, we got Daredevil, finally.
Leapfrog, more importantly.
Leapfrog.
We did answer that question. Charles had a question last episode. You could just see the corner of that sweet green roadster.
Oh, yeah.
And Charles thought it might be the Hulkmobile. It's the Frogmobile, as it turns out.
It is the Frogmobile.
But you read correctly that it is a supercar.
All right, cool.
I think my favorite episode is still The Wedding. The episode right before this, because it was just fucking hilarious. This is probably a close second.
There was a lot that I liked about this. Obviously, I loved Leapfrog. What a stupid character. And then you're like, really? Is that who he is in the comics? Yeah. Yeah, it was perfect. He is this stupid, ridiculous villain. And I loved Daredevil. And I know some people were upset because Daredevil showed up and he's not like the brooding Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah.
He was like smiling and cracking jokes, like, ooh, my ass remains unwhooped, lady.
I don't know Daredevil other than the shitty Ben Affleck movie. And beyond that, I don't care. And I don't think a lot of people do. Because he's a fourth tier who gives a shit character.
Kind of.
And yeah, there's a small loyal following, but there's so few of you that actually give a fuck about Daredevil.
I think that most of the fans of Daredevil are actually fans of Charlie Cox and his Netflix portrayal of Daredevil, like that show, because it's a really, really good show.
Okay, but we don't need him to do Batman.
No.
We already have Batman.
And, because I actually watched all seasons of Daredevil on Netflix, I loved it. At the end of the third season, like when it ends, which is basically kind of where this picks up, he was happy. Like, he'd won the day. And his friends were all coming together. They were going to start a new law firm together. And so he was smiling. And I'm like, this makes perfect sense. This is where he is.
He says it himself sitting at the bar. I'm in a better place now.
Yeah.
That was an intentional line. That wasn't a throwaway line.
No, it wasn't. And he was talking about how he and his friends were starting up the law firm again. I'm like, this is perfect. It really does almost feel like they picked it up right at the end of the Netflix series and put him in here. And I actually prefer this somewhat happier Daredevil who's not... You're right. I don't need another Batman.
No, because you don't need him to be one-dimensional.
Right.
There's nowhere to go with that.
And I like the fact that he gets the ladies. That he does.
What I liked when they first started their fight up on the rooftop,
Yeah.
I thought, oh fuck, here we go again. Marvel doesn't want to make any fans angry, so every time you have two heroes, it always ends in a draw and a stalemate, no matter how mismatched. Not this time. She beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
As she fucking should.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, keep it real. She should whip his ass. She's a
Because-
fucking Hulk.
Because Daredevil's powers are, I have a stick and I can hear really good. And she's the freaking Hulk.
Right.
So,
It's the worst example, this is going back, but the worst example is during Civil War, when Iron Man blasts Captain America with the palm lasers at fucking point blank range. These are the lasers that cut tanks in half. And it blasts him in the abdomen, and he goes, ugh! And he gets up and keeps fighting. The fucking power adjustment's just so stupid, and I was so relieved that they didn't fucking do that here.
they absolutely did not. No. She was just like, how do I put him down without killing him?
And yet, it doesn't diminish how cool Daredevil is.
No, not at all.
It
Because-
didn't make him a lesser character, or you don't think any less of him for losing.
for
All
losing
he can
up-
do is run away.
Right.
And he does. He's not stupid. He knows, I'm not going to go toe-to-toe with this animal.
Right. Best thing I can do is get the hell out of here, so he does. And then, oh, that's right, she can jump 15 stories. That also makes sense. Damn it. And then,
Keep it real.
yes.
I'm glad for that.
I am too. And I have to talk about it because it was just the greatest thing on television ever. Daredevil's walk of shame.
Why are you carrying your shoes, man? You're not wearing high heels. What are you doing? That's for chicks to do.
That was great, though.
I did like that. Yeah.
But I also like the fact that, yeah, it's his walk of shame, but he's just smiling and whistling as he's going, like, ladies, and it just keeps on going. My guess is he got to experience 2 chicks that night
Yeah.
because he's frickin' Daredevil,
I would demand it. I'd be asking her to change mid-stroke,
right?
just to be cool. Change back, change back, change back! Okay, see you later. That's how I would do it.
And he also didn't stick around for breakfast. I gotta make my flight. I thought your flight was this evening. I gotta go by.
But again, much like the best advice we ever got from the smartest man we ever knew, you leave on good terms, because you never know when you need to go smash that shit again.
That's right.
Leave on good terms. Compliments of Coach Jim,
That's
the wisest man we ever met.
So the episode ends weirdly, and I actually enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Like when she breaks the fourth wall, because she's been breaking the fourth wall all season, but this time in particular, when she broke the fourth wall and she was like, "This is kind of weird. Why are you still here?" It reminded me of that Doki Doki game that we played.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is almost unsettling, the way that she's broken the fourth wall this time. I don't know why it's so weird this time, but it is. And it was because you really did have that sense of foreboding, like something bad's about to happen. And what actually ended up happening, that's not what I was expecting. But well done. Disturbing, but well done.
Yeah, they certainly got the element of surprise down. I had no clue. I thought the big reveal was when, the 6 women went up to share the award. I was like, oh my God, she's going to be so disappointed.
Right.
That's not the big reveal.
No, it got much worse.
We got your revenge porn here.
Yes. So She-Hulk is now in revenge. I'm sorry, no, not She-Hulk. Jen.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't She-Hulk. It was Jen who is now in revenge porn. Whoo.
And those guys from MDOD, whatever that group is, Department of Damage Control or whatever the hell, they were there already.
Yeah. Yeah, they were ready. Why
So
were
this-
they there so fast?
I don't know.
But-
This next episode is going to be cool, though.
Yeah, they've got a lot of explaining to do, but whew, what the hell?
I mean, it was obviously a setup.
Yeah,
But
clearly.
In the show, it was a setup, but I think also the showrunners are setting us up. Because she mentioned something about Red Hulk, and there's news about they want Harrison Ford to be the new General Ross.
You think they'll actually introduce Red Hulk already?
No.
I don't.
No. But I think they're linked. They are linked
Oh,
somehow.
You think maybe they'll get some of her blood at last, finally?
I don't know, but they're somehow linked.
So I feel like some of the setup that we've had up to this point is Creepy Todd. The fact that
Yeah.
Creepy Todd now has a Wakandan spear made of vibranium.
Yeah.
So when is that going to play in, and what's going to happen there? That's it. That's the only creepy. Oh, and that Josh dude who was probably the guy that she picked up and nearly ripped in half. And
Oh, maybe. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as the enforcer type. He was more of the infiltrator type.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, like those 4 guys that were standing in the back wearing masks,
Yeah.
and they were just.
You think one of them was Josh?
I think so.
Maybe.
I don't know who the others were, but I think one of them was Josh.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, that scene got me, especially when she actually caught one of them. Like heroic superhero style, smash through wall, grab him, you are not getting away. And then Damage Control put their guns on her.
Yeah.
And when she dropped him, he just took off and no one blinked an eye at him. And they just let him run. Like Damage Control did not consider him a threat in the slightest. So something's up for sure.
Very cool.
I loved this episode.
Yeah, so much.
But I probably wouldn't have loved it as much if I hadn't watched all the other episodes leading up to it. So
Yeah, no shit.
It's a great series. I love this series.
I wonder if they had gone this way from the beginning, if there would be less fan,
Backlash.
I don't want to say outrage. I wonder if the geeks would complain less if they had gone straight to this. Because now it's more Marvel formula.
Oh.
Now there's a threat, and she has to be a superhero. Now it's traditional superhero shit. Had they skipped episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, skipped the sitcom stuff, and just went straight to formula, would they still be complaining?
I feel like they would. Because they complained about all the other shows. And all those other shows follow that formula like to a T. They follow it. Yeah. And they complain about the same shit.
That's true, yeah. They bitched and complained for a long time that they wanted Daredevil, and then they get him, and they don't like Daredevil.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, man?
You just can't make
Well, you didn't do him correctly.
The writer for the show said, we have all these movies and shows that show superheroes saving the day and saving the world and saving the universe. They all do it. So she wanted to bring a series that showed what happens in between.
Yeah, the Earth isn't at risk every day.
Right.
What happens on Wednesday morning? When it's just a day. Show me your day-to-day routine. There's interesting shit there.
I would love... You ever watched... because we follow some of the bodybuilders and stuff on YouTube. Did you ever watch ones where they're like, we're going to show me shopping for my groceries? Like that?
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see that with like Captain America being like, this is what I shop for when I go grocery shopping. I'm like, I'm so curious.
Get a bag of black beans. It's 5 pounds. It's only $3. I can get 5 meals out of this. Great way to stretch your budget. Chicken breasts. So, we swear by the chicken thighs and the breasts. But, the dark meat is just as good. It's a little higher calorie and it saves you $2 a pound. Buy 5 pounds of that. That's literally what those episodes are.
Yes.
But they're great fun.
So what's that like if you're a superhero and you're like, so I have this extremely high metabolism, so I have to eat 37 chicken breasts in a day. And
Yeah. Flash buying 7 pizzas. Yeah.
I'd love to see that kind of stuff. So I love this. I want to see like MTV Cribs with Tony Stark.
Yeah, did you ever read The Punisher?
Yeah.
Remember when they did War Journal? It was just an offshoot of like 3 or 4 issues every once in a while where it'd be like him going through his gun vault and showing you all his cool shit. It'd be like this wall. These are the different body armors. This is Kevlar. This is the dragon skin. This one's kind of expensive. I only wear it on special occasions. I got this one in
awesome.
Russia 2 years ago. That was the issue. Just him showing you his shit. It's like that.
Like that.
It's cool.
That's kind of what this is.
It's a perfectly fine throwaway episode.
Yes. So, I love this series. I think it's fantastic. I'm going to have to actually start siding with you that this is probably the best freaking thing that Marvel Disney Plus has ever put out.
On TV.
On TV. Yeah. The whole Disney Marvel Plus shit.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I think this is probably the best.
There was much more potential with other shit. Mm-hmm. Like Captain Black and White Soldier could have been... All the makings were there for something fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And it just turned into this lazy, formulaic,
Slow.
so generic piece of shit.
It was just so boring.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I'm like, just do something. Just punch somebody or something.
It doesn't even have to be karate fights.
No, it
or
doesn't.
gun scenes.
But that's where I was at. I was like, I don't know what you're supposed to do here. I don't know what would make this better. Punch somebody, I guess. I don't know.
At least that would be something interesting to watch. Yeah.
But yeah, that one, Loki.
Fucking ridiculous, nonsensical bullshit.
I know a lot of people like Loki, but I think what you actually like is Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
Yeah.
And I get that. He's awesome. But that show is really boring. Most of it is talking. The end climax is a conversation. It's a 30-minute long therapy group session where they work out their differences by talking. That ends with her just stabbing the therapist, and that's it. It's over. So, not exactly the most exciting thing.
No, the shittiest.
Yeah. Well,
Some of the shittiest. Hawkeye was the shittiest.
Hawkeye.
Or was Miss Marvel the shittiest? I don't know. There's a lot of shit. Take your pick of shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit to choose from.
You know what? We might have an episode where we rank the Disney Plus Marvel stuff from shittiest to really shitty.
Wow.
Like just rank the shittiness, because I'd love to know what that rank is.
We'll give it a looseness and brown score.
Yes.
The looser and browner, the worse. Yeah.
How many diarrheas do you give this one?
Shit. That's going to be a tough one to rank, man. Fuck.
All right. Well, leave your comments down below. Leave your opinions. You know we love your opinions. And, leave us a like and subscribe and shit. And
all that shit.
I don't know. We'll see you in another episode.
Yeah,
right?
bye now.
All right.
Oh, God.